Coach Sully, Reps and Sweat Martial Arts and Fitness. For today's weekly workout, all we're going to be working is footwork. So here's what you're going to need to know. Your stance, left leg forward, right leg back. Your footwork, whichever direction you go, the foot that's in that direction moves first and the other one follows. So stepping forward, stepping to the right, stepping back, stepping to the left. All right, guys, enjoy the workout. All right, guys, let's get started. I'm going to start with stepping forward, step to the right, step back, step to the left. And this is all we're going to be doing. Step to the right, step back, step to the left. Step forward, and we're moving on the balls of our feet. We're not moving on our heels. Step to the left. Keeping our chin down, our hands up. And this is the type of movement that you need to be doing to ingrain this footwork principle into your game. And it doesn't take long for you to get used to moving like this. Keeping the chin down, keeping those hands up. And take it at your own pace. Right now, we're just breaking it down to the basics. Doesn't matter if you step 10 inches one way, the other foot follows. Nice and absorbing the shot, keeping a little bit of bend in your knees. Head forward, chin down. Arms relaxing on your body. Just moving around, making a nice square. The square doesn't need to be perfect. Step back, step to the left, step right. And if you notice when we step, this foot steps, and then we're in our stance. So our stance gets wider, normal, wider, normal. Stepping forward. We want it to be so wherever we move, if I'm moving to the left, boom, I'm in my stance. If I'm moving forward, boom, I'm in my stance. Step forward, step to the right, step back, step to the left. This is how you get your footwork right. Because initially, this is very counterintuitive. We do not walk like this naturally. So we have to unlearn the way that we know how to walk, the way we normally walk, the way we normally move around, and teach ourselves how to move around like this instinctually. Step back, step to the left, step forward. Every time you move that second foot, you should be in your stance. All right, let's get some sit-ups in. Putting that jab cross at the top. Making sure we're breathing. You can even throw some hooks up there. My personal favorite, the elbows. Really works those obliques. The next round, we're going to do the same thing. Really trying to ingrain this footwork into our muscle memory. Like I said, it's important to unlearn the way that we naturally want to move around. All right, back to our stance. Let's go. Forward, right, back, left, forward, right. And we don't have to take big steps. As a matter of fact, I would recommend you take small steps. Forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left. And you can, as you start getting used to this movement, you can pick up the pace, really make it a workout. But it's going to be a workout regardless. If you're not used to the movement, it's going to take more effort to really focus in and make sure you're doing it right. And if you are used to the movement, you can pick up the pace. But remember, we're moving on the balls of our feet, not our heels. Forward, right, back, left. Making sure that second step doesn't make us narrow particularly when we're moving laterally. Here, boom, boom. We don't want to be here like we're on a tight rope. We want to be nice and stable stance. We want that lateral side to side stability. Right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, forward. Nice and light, almost like I always tell my students, it's like you're tiptoeing. You want to tread light. You definitely don't want to drag your feet. That's a big mistake that I see a lot of folks making starting off. Keeping that chin down. Left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right. Over and over again, it's all about the reps. Left. I figured today we take the punches out of the equation, because if we're punching on a shaky foundation, it's pointless. Forward, right, back, left, forward. You want that weight equally distributed between the front and the back leg. Not too much weight on the front. Keeping that back, keep your torso nice and straight. Moving lightly on the balls of your feet. Chin down, hands up, hands covering the chin. We gotta maintain it. This is home base. We want to be able to move home base around. When you got somebody in front of you that's moving around, you can't be dependent on them staying put. That's not what they're going to do. So we want to be able to move this stance. All right, we're going to go to our sprinter sit-ups. Clapping the hands, lifting the legs. If this is too difficult for you, you can just lift the actual leg. So our next round, what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up. Now we're just going to be moving around. We're not going to go in a particular pattern. We're going to try to improvise and just move around using those principles of whichever foot moves, whichever direction, the foot that's in that direction moves first and the other one follows. Maintaining the stance. Again, like I said, we're not throwing any punches in this workout. Nice, nice, nice. We got 3 more rounds left. It's going to be pretty repetitive this time, but that's the way it is. So I'm going to move around in my southpaw stance. That's my right leg. That's my right leg forward and my left leg back. But you orthodox folks, you can keep that left leg forward. All we're doing is hands up, nice and relaxed, and we're moving around. Moving around. We can add our quarter turns. A quarter turn is I leave that front foot stationary, and like a clock, I turn 15 minutes. Boom, that's quarter turning to the right. That's quarter turning to the left. Well, left and right, got that backwards. But we're moving around. Also, what we want to do is now that we're used to this motion, this movement, we can start putting our head movement in the mix. Stepping forward, back, to the right, to the left, boom. If you see, my stance is moving around. Everywhere I move, I'm in my stance. Boom, boom. And you can move this all around. You don't have to face forward. I'm facing forward so you guys can see what I'm doing, but we can turn it around. We want to be adaptable. Just moving around, moving around. No punching, no punching. Keeping those hands covering the chin. Nice and light on our feet. On the balls of our feet. Chin down. Hiding behind those hands. And just moving around. The more we can exaggerate this, the more we can really, really dig in, the better and the more benefit we're going to get out of this. Just moving around. This is the type of peeling back of layers that you need to do to really ingrain this into your muscle memory. Moving forward, moving backwards. Boom. Moving this way, moving that way. Just moving around. We want to keep that front foot relatively facing forward. Nice and smooth. We don't want to be rigid. We want to be relaxed. Those shoulders are relaxed. If you're finding that your shoulders are getting burnt out, that means you need to really focus on relaxing those shoulders, resting those arms against your body. It's doing two things. It's making sure that you're not putting unnecessary strain on your shoulders, and it's also protecting your body. All right, now we're going to go to our push-up position. On our fists, this really strengthens your wrists. If this is too difficult, you can go to your knees, but keep your back straight. If you tire out before the 60 seconds is up, instead of just plopping down, go to the knees and take a little bit of that pressure off your shoulders, but try to keep it continuous. We got 2 more rounds left. All right, all right. Keeping that back straight. This is your rest round, so take nice and deep breaths. Back in our stance. There we go. Keeping that weight equally distributed between the front and the back foot. And the way that you do that is keeping your torso straight, slightly bringing that front shoulder forward, hiding that chin behind those hands. Boom, moving around. Just a little bit of movement. When we're talking about sparring, when we're talking about boxing, kickboxing is a game of inches. I don't need to be dashing all over the place. I'm just boom, boom. Outer range is here, in range is here. Angles are here. Simple. We're talking about inches. Nice and smooth. Moving around. Yes, nice and smooth. This should be your neutral. You want to get to the point where moving around like this doesn't really expend much energy from you. You're always looking for opportunities to relax, ways that you can better relax. Just moving around. Chin down. That head movement. There's a lot of things going on here rhythmically. I always joke and say it's like dancing to 3 different songs. Moving around. And if you're not as advanced, you can kind of break this down just to basics. Just kind of moving. You see how I'm kind of slowing it down a little bit? using the principles, keeping those hands up, keeping that chin down. You know, and as you get used to it, you can up the intensity. Make it a workout. Keeping those eyes forward and straight. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. It's all about getting smooth with it. You don't want to be rigid and too sturdy. You want to be agile. All right. Now we're going to go to our reverse sit-ups. Keeping the feet straight. Feet don't touch the mat. Bringing those knees to the chest. Straight to the chest. Keeping that head up to the chest. All right. All right, and we got one more round after this. Nice and easy, taking nice deep breaths. Working that core. Yep. Almost there. Last round, let's go. Chin down. Small steps on the balls of your feet, nice and light. Head movement, hands up, eyes forward. Back straight. Almost there. Again, you can slow down that intensity. Just kind of move here. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever you're comfortable with. This is meant for you to take it at your own pace. There we go. Nice and smooth. Now with footwork, the principle and the idea behind footwork is that you are merging stability and agility. Those are two opposite ends of the spectrum that you're trying to meet somewhere in the middle. So that's really the concept. But what that means is that when I move, I need to be stable. When I move, I'm stable. I'm stable. So we're looking for small moments of stability in the movement of agility. So I want to be agile so I can get to the left, get to the right, but I want to be stable. Boom, I'm stable here. I'm stable. Every time I take that second step, stability. So we're playing, when we're moving around, we're playing between stability and agility. Every time I move, stable, stable. Because you need the stability to throw punches and kicks, and you need the agility to move. right, guys, hopefully that was fun. Today's workout was all about footwork. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my page. Please like the video. And until next time, Coach Sully, Reps and Sweat Martial Arts and Fitness. Let's get it.